Hello, everybody. Good morning to you, and welcome to another live stream here on the Den of Nerds Live. It's legitimately the best way to start your day, other than like coffee and maybe some other extracurricular activities that you would enjoy. And to be honest with you, the show really is designed to run along parallel with these things. You know, all the good things that you like in your morning. Yeah, we're just trying to be one more of those things. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, I want to talk about, well, there's a lot I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever leaks, the set photographs that are out there, you know, some of the rumors, some of the things that are out there, and a big report from the hashtag show about who the next Black Panther will be. Now, I want to say that there are possible spoilers here, and I want to look over the article that they did on the hashtagshow.com, but man, I honestly still don't know what to believe. So it was difficult to try to figure out like how to do this stream, right? Like, because I don't want to spoil stuff for everybody, but frankly speaking, what they're reporting is something that's been out there for some time and something that plenty of people have talked about. Oh, let me get the chat on here. Sorry. Plenty of people have talked about as well. And so I want to get into that, and I want to just kind of hang out with you guys and see how you feel about this. There's some other stuff that we can get into as well, but let's begin by talking about this report yesterday. Again, I guess I should say spoiler warning, although I don't think you're going to be able to avoid this particular spoiler, and yeah, we'll talk more about that, but I guess fair play to those. I know that a lot of Nerdvengers don't even like spoilers at all, so they'll stay away from streams like this. So I totally understand that. If you're a Nerdvenger and you're like, dang, I can't even hang on this friggin' stream, I totally understand it. By the way, please smizash the like button. And I do want to say that I'm going to be doing a stream tonight at 7 p.m. talking all about Halo Infinite. There were a big live stream that happened yesterday all about Halo Infinite. The flights, or sort of like the beta test for Halo Infinite, are going to start happening tomorrow. So at midnight tonight, I think people are going to start getting in there, and we'll talk about footage and stuff like that as well. I'm going to be doing that stream tonight at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in Halo Infinite, I'm going to talk about everything that's out there about it, sort of break down my feelings on the different things like Sprint, Assassination, some of the other stuff that they went over in the stream yesterday. And then I'll try to do the Halo Challenge on stream as well tonight. And so it's going to be pretty cool. But I'm actually going to take streams off tomorrow. So no morning stream tomorrow, guys. I just need a full weekend of rest. Okay, so let's get into this. Let us talk about this. Okay. So, says, hello, everyone. Your friendly neighborhood Professor Hulk here. I'm about to drop some knowledge on some exciting stuff going on in the film and TV world. Last time, we shared with you that Marvel is changing Miss Marvel's origin. This week, we're talking about an update on Black Panther Wakanda Forever. By the way, this thing, man, if this ends up being true, which we will know by the end of the year, then hats off to the hashtag show. We're going to have to take what they say much more seriously. You know what I mean? Let's read on. Black Panther Wakanda Forever has gone through the most amount of rewrites compared to other Marvel movies. I have heard a lot of conflicting information. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, obviously, I think Coogler had a plan before Chad's passing. I think Chad's passing really just surprised everybody. And even if they had a plan like after Chad passed, you're gonna change that plan. You're gonna alter it as you go on, right? However, I wanted to wait until the movie began principal photography before I ran anything. Rest assured, the dust has settled, and much of what I've heard has been corroborated by multiple reliable sources. So, Marvel won't reveal the next Black Panther until you watch the film. Okay, that's pretty interesting, actually, but yeah, let's just read on, and I'll sort of speculate about what that means. Marvel Studios Black... Oh, okay, that's just the picture. We can share that you should not expect that Black Panther Wakanda Forever will answer immediately who the next Black Panther is. Don't even expect the marketing materials or any pre-release content to spoil it. Marvel Studios is turning the question of who is the next Black Panther into an integral part of the story, and it will be a primary storyline in the film. The film will present a few contenders and address a few possibilities, but by the end of the film, you will have a definitive answer as to who the next Black Panther will be. However, we can confirm now that the next Black Panther will be Shuri. Shuri will rise as the de facto Black Panther going forward in the MCU. She will take on the mantle by the third act and help defeat the movie's primary antagonist. Not an exclusive, but I can also confirm what others have said in that Tinoch Huerta is indeed playing Namor the Submariner. He will go to war with Wakanda. Unfortunately, I can also confirm that despite many reports to the contrary, Doctor Doom will not appear in the film. We still have a ways to go until Black Panther Wakanda Forever releases in theaters on July 8th, 2022. Okay. So let's talk about a couple of different things here. I mean, I guess first of all, the main takeaway, right, is that it looks like they're not going to hide in the marketing material that T'Challa is going to die in the movie. And that just like when they sort of got ahead of the narrative of recasting, which I want to talk about possibly in a full video where I really just kind of think about that and do some research and see what other people are saying, right? Because there's a strong contingent of fans that want T'Challa to be recast. I actually count myself among them, but there's like a reason that I'm not going like super hard. And I think the reason I'm not going super hard on the recast T'Challa thing is that I need to see what they present first. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of unfair to be like recast T'Challa when we don't really fully know what the film is going to do. Even if Shuri is the new Black Panther, there's nothing that says they can't have other T'Challas or bring in T'Challa as a character and possibly as a Black Panther moving forward. I know that sounds crazy, but we just watched an entire show full of a bunch of different variants of Loki. And so it's sort of unfair, in my opinion, to go ham and be like, nah, Disney is screwing this up. This is disrespectful. This sucks. And basically be like, yeah, without recasting T'Challa, I won't support this movie. I understand other people feeling that way. I'm not personally there. Now, I do think it's a little strange, the decision, and it kind of, I continue to just look back at stuff that, like, you know, for instance, Martin Freeman said in that one interview where he was like, you know, I was a little confused about this. I was a little off-put by some of this stuff, and I really needed Coogler to sort of take my hand and be like, no, it's cool. Like, you just chill, right? Perhaps that's all just connected to the fact that, like, they're going to have T'Challa die in the film, much like I think Chad died in real life. With the inclusion of Namor, I think a lot of people, and even yesterday when I had that stream with Rob from Comics Explained, and that was a great freaking stream, right? Holy cow, what a stream, man! I saw some people on the Discord being like, and I missed Big Stevie's super chat about this, but he was like, I need a cigarette after that stream, and dude, I agree, and I don't even smoke. You know what I mean? I don't even smoke, and I was like, dude, I could use a cigarette. Good stream, but even in that stream yesterday, like, from a comic book perspective, it really seems like Rob is just thinking in terms of like the characters and sort of power scaling and just fun nerdy things, right? Because he's like, if Namor kills T'Challa, that immediately puts Namor at a very crazy level in the MCU. It does something for the character. And while I agree, I don't know. Like, if I'm being honest, there's something a little too, like, Hollywood convenient. Like, hey, we lost this person. We got to introduce this person. Well, let's just do the thing. Let's do the thing. And then we'll make it good. Like, there's something for me that's a little too sort of using, I don't want to say using the tragedy because that's not the right way to say it. But it's like, I don't think that's enough to like make me feel as a fan that you are really trying to honor Chad's legacy. It feels like you're just playing with comic book toys, which on one level is completely fine. I'm a fan of that. I love playing with my comic book toys. You know what I mean? But I actually instead think, and I hope, and I'm wondering how you guys feel about this as well, I think that what they'll do with T'Challa is going to really mirror how he passed in real life. Meaning they might even explain that he was sick. Like the character was sick of, perhaps cancer or something else. And that the heart-shaped herb was keeping him alive. But that when he lost the heart-shaped herb for that time period, that something's going to happen to his body. Maybe the virus comes back, maybe the cancer comes back or something like that. And he passes. And I think if that's the way they go with it, and T'Challa has some moments and some conversations and some interactions before that happens, which again is going to be super weird to do, right? Like, how are they going to do that? Is Shamook going to help with that, I think if they set that up, and I think the real crux of the plot will be, it seems like what the plot will be is sort of Wakanda trying to figure out what to do now. Who should be a leader now? And I'm sure there are still people in Wakanda that don't actually agree with T'Challa's sort of message and wanting to go out to the world. And if anything gets brought in from the Doom War story that Rob explained yesterday, it was so freaking cool. Like, I'm all about that. I think it could be the fact that the sort of more conservative side, right, a nationalist side of Wakanda that doesn't want to join the world or help the world out at all, that voice is represented in this movie. And so what I would do, right, this is what I would do, and I think the best way to honor his legacy, because I personally do not want trident to the chest T'Challa dying, right? I don't. I'd prefer it if, like, T'Challa was dying and he put some things in order, passes the legacy to his sister, right, and says that you should do it or whatever, and then he passes, and then Namor comes to the surface to perhaps try to... What I think would be cool is if Namor, as a person that rules, in his mind, 70% of the planet, right? It's only 30% of the planet that's on land. And he is more of a representative of the actual people on the world and the actual Earth than Wakanda, than S.H.I.E.L.D., than America, than any of those things. And so I think what would be cool is if he comes to the surface world, because he's like, you guys couldn't stop Thanos, you guys couldn't stop all the blip, you guys couldn't stop all this crazy stuff that's happening. I'm now going to take your shit. I'm going to take your vibranium. I'm going to take everything. And then Atlantis will enslave the surface world. And then that will be how Namor protects the planet. And Wakanda, this is sort of, I was speaking to this a little bit yesterday, just kind of thinking about this out loud in a video, and I guess I'm doing that again now. But what I would do, if I were Ryan or whatever, is I would position Wakanda as really the fighting on the side of, for all surface people, for all humans that we know of, right? And that Namor is fighting on the side of the Atlanteans and the underwater people. And it's really a fight for, like, Wakanda Forever becomes a fight for the future identity of the planet in a post-Endgame world, right? And so Wakanda being this central point of power now in the MCU, because it absolutely is. I mean, we know there's going to be a Wakanda show. You know what I mean? Like, we know a lot of these characters are going to keep happening after this. Even though Chad is tragically gone, Wakanda is here to stay and here to play a big part of the entire fabric of the MCU moving forward. And so if something like that is happening, and it's like, okay, Wakanda and Chad's like, because Chad was literally like, open up Wakanda to the whole world. He was really like just trying to help everybody, right? While also keeping their technology out of the hands of madmen. And that includes Eric Killmonger. And you could do a really cool thing where Killmonger and Namor seem like they could be very similar. You know what I mean? Like, I should rule. You're doing it wrong. order over chaos, etc., etc., right? So if that's what's happening, and Shuri sort of is thrust into this impossible situation where she's mourning, this sucks. She doesn't feel like she should do it, which, by the way, would mirror, I think, the feelings of a lot of the audience. I don't know if a lot of the audience will just face level embrace Shuri as Black Panther. But if she goes through a struggle and she earns that title, and we see it, and she's really embracing that role, and she can convince me that she's earned the title of Black Panther and that she's going to be this crazy warrior, and that's the way things are going to go from here on out, I think I'll accept it. And I guess what I'm saying is, I can't jump fully on the this is wrong train until I see it. I think at the end of the day, Disney's saying, and this is this is a very difficult situation, but I think at the end of the day, Disney's saying, Ryan Coogler needs to be looked at to be the voice of how that entire team moves forward, and Coogler sort of becoming the dad or the big brother of the whole thing, and shouldering that responsibility and taking creative control of that. That's a really good sign. That's a really good sign that they are at least confident that what they're going to do is going to honor the legacy and push things forward for the MCU. So that's kind of my feelings on it. To be honest with you, I'm kind of butthurt about no Doctor Doom, if I'm being honest. And I know Andy Signor had that report about Doctor Doom playing a role in the movie. And I know that from the people I've talked to, that report is not fake. Andy doesn't grab fake stuff. You know what I mean? Say what you will about Andy. I think he's a chill dude. He's trying to make his way in the universe. But he does not grab fake stuff. He has good sources. But I also know that this movie's changed quite a bit, right? So perhaps originally it was going to be a Doom War kind of thing, and Doom was going to sort of be revealed at the end. I'm not going to lie. That kind of sucks, right? Now, another thing that Nick Santos is saying, the Professor Hulk from the Hashtag Show, is that Doom is going to be sidelined for now, and that he's being sort of shelved for now. That a lot of what's going on is that they're just going to shelve him for now. I'm disappointed about that, obviously. But what he did say is we have 6 to 8 years of crazy Kang Wang-elation happening. So get ready for your Kang Wang-elation, baby, because it is coming. 8 years of Kang, really and truly setting up Kang as the next Thanos. And the next multiversal war is likely going to be something to do with Kang and the multiverse like that. So, I don't know. For me, it's ooh, okay, interesting stuff. This is a tense topic for people. And I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand that. I understand everybody's different feelings about it. For me, like I said, I can't prejudge it, man. I can't prejudge it. So until I know more, can't prejudge it. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show. The only other things that I'll say, I'll briefly go over the stuff that happened yesterday. We'll take a look at Reddit, and then we'll just get into Q&A for a little bit. I definitely want to know what y'all think about this. So, obviously, and we did a video on it yesterday. Definitely go check that video out. We had our first set looks at the set photograph looks of Wakanda Forever. Two of them. One, a big video that was shot and put out there online. I'm looking at it right now. I don't want to even pull it up, to be honest with you. I showed screenshots of it yesterday in the video, but I'm not going to show the full video. You've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. It has on the hieroglyphics, or I guess the glyphs of Wakanda, it has written in there basically that this is more or less a place where T'Challa will be laid to rest, possibly the necropolis, as Rob mentioned yesterday. And yeah, man, looks like homie is dead. And again, with the combined report from Nick saying this is going to be a part of the marketing, dude, they're going to put it right out on Front Street. And I really hope it doesn't feel like they're using it in a marketing sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That feels bad. That doesn't feel right to me, right? But that's the first one, and holy crap. I bet Kevin Feige walked into Tyler Perry Studios or whatever, put on a gauntlet, like looked around and smiled and put on a gauntlet, and then snapped, and like half the people got dusted. And then he looked around and he said, don't let it happen again. And he walked out. Because holy crap, dude, that's a big leak. That's a big leak. And then the other leak was a photo, again, from Tyler Perry's studio, where you see a massive tank on the lot where they're going to shoot underwater stuff. Now, we already knew this was probably going to be the case, but it's just one more feather in the cap of all the theories and all the different things that are going on. So look, the internet detectives are out there. The nerd vengers are out there. You can't let anything slip out, man, because like it'll just all get cross-referenced and laser point engraved on people's brains and et cetera, et cetera. So pretty wild. If I'm being honest, pretty freaking wild. I was surprised that many crazy things leaked out. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty surprised. All right, let us now go over some stuff on Reddit, and then we'll get into Q&A, guys. Definitely want to know what you think about everything that's happening out there. As far as everything on Reddit, it looks like there's still more trailer speculation. It really does look like next week we're going to get a Venom 2 trailer, which is dope. Venom 2 trailer. By the way, we will do a watch party for James Gunn's Suicide Squad. So if you're, I know, the freaking movie that almost destroyed this channel. We're going to try to do a watch party for it. Talk about living dangerously, right? But yeah, come on by for that. That should be fun. If you're planning on watching it on HBO Max for free, which you totally should because screw movie theaters. Just kidding. Do what you want. But if you are going to be watching it digitally, come watch it with us. Hang on out. It shall be very fun. Okay, this is kind of cool. Obviously, yesterday, big old Shang-Chi trailer. I thought it was pretty cool. Wow, it's not even going to play it. Okay, cool. Well, we're not going to watch it. I thought it was cool. It doesn't really show much new stuff, but it is pretty hyped. I mean, that trailer looks cool, man. Like, they do well with just getting, like, it's going to be an amazing action movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be an incredible action movie. I like Simu. I think he's going to be fun. So, let's go. Let's get it. Shang-Chi. I'm ready. We had some what if character toys out there. Again, I'm getting so excited for what if. Like, legit. What's this Loki, by the way? Oh, Sylvie's in What If? Oh, no, that's for the Loki series. Okay, cool. Almost got me. They had me there in the first half. Yeah, super cool, man. I'm excited for What If. Again, I think these characters are coming into the multiverse of madness. I think they're going to explain a lot of fun stuff. I want to do a video on Captain Carter. You know, honest to goodness, man, I wasn't even thinking of the Captain Britain Corps at all with this. I wasn't thinking about multiversal stuff with this at all. And kudos to Rob for kind of bringing that up and explaining it. And I do want to do a video on that. I think he just did a video on it too. So, yeah, I'll steal all his good ideas and say that it's me. So check that video out. WandaVision writer returning for mystery MCU show. This is kind of fun. Honestly, though, we have no idea what the show will be. There's a million shows coming out. And that's not hyperbole. Like, literally, I counted. There's a million. So we have no real indication. People are saying Nova. People are saying Ghost Rider. Both of those things are likely on the table. How about this? Just you got to give it to Marvel, man. Like, they release a what if poster with Uatu, some big, bald, alien, crazy-looking dude. And the show trended on Twitter throughout the day yesterday. It's just nuts, man. It's just nuts where we're at. And then I guess here's that tank that I was talking about. Namor. They should have had, like, Namor, like, splashing out of it, or, like, the winged foot or something like that. But, yeah, here's this other thing. The Better Call Saul showrunner is apparently doing a Disney Plus show. again, something that's unannounced. Tons of MCU stuff going on. So that's pretty much where we're at with all of that, ladies and gentle beings. Now let's do like 20 minutes, half hour of Q&A. Again, I want to remind you guys, tonight at 7, I'm going to be doing a Halo stream. And the way that stream is going to start is I'm going to start out by talking about all of the things that we've been learning about Halo Infinite over the past couple of months. I'm going to give you like a list of like, this is dope, this is questionable, this is really fun, I don't know about this is what I think. We'll talk about movement, sprint speed, assassinations, customization, crossplay, all of it. So we'll talk about a bunch of different things. Then I'm going to attempt to do the Halo challenge, actually playing Halo on stream with y'all. So check that out at 7. And again, no streams tomorrow. Well, actually, that's not true. We will do a Prime stream tomorrow, but there will be no morning stream tomorrow. Just so everybody knows, I'm kind of doing a little bit of resting. You know what I mean? I'm kind of resting a little bit over this weekend. You know what I mean? Come back at it really, really hard tomorrow. Okay, so let's go over a couple of these super chats, and then we'll get into the chat for a while, and then we'll call it a day. Dirty Nab 34. Says with a $2 holla, what could you live without, Star Wars or Marvel? Ooh. What a tough question. I mean, right now, I would honestly have to say I don't think I could live without Marvel, but Star Wars is like my first love. So, like, I don't know. That's really difficult. I think Star Wars is going to be all in and come back in full force moving forward. Because, you know, it's funny, man. Like, if you really think about it, Marvel, like, to me, Loki was amazing, but everything else Marvel so far since Endgame, actually, Far From Home was awesome. But everything else has been like, you know what I mean? And Star Wars Mando Season 2 was incredible. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. Trev says, Chad hid his sickness in real life. It would be disrespecting Chad to put that on full display in a movie. Heroic death is way more respectful to him. I disagree. I disagree completely. But I tell you, I don't know that I am in the minority or the majority on that. You know what I mean? So I'm interested. You guys let me know. Do you agree with Trev? Do you think that that would be disrespectful? Put it into the chat. Put it in to the chat. I would like to know what y'all think about it. But yeah, I disagree. I think to me, like a warrior's death, it's just, nah, man. Like, that's too convenient, in my opinion. But yeah. Now I'm actually confused because you guys are saying stuff, but I'm like, damn, what are they saying? Okay, so very disrespectful. Yes. Somebody agrees with Trev. Josh, you're wrong, my man. Hey, that's fair. That is totally fair if you feel that way. I don't care either way. Just make it good, says Carl. Interesting. Everything about killing him is pointless and murder porn. Oh, interesting take. I don't know if I agree with that. Gavin says, I disagree with both of you. What's the question? Oh, right on. I think we are forgetting he wanted us to look past him, meaning his character needs to live. Well, I mean, honestly, I would love it if his character lived. Yeah, I'd love it if his character lived. Yeah. Well, looks like there's some division. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm kind of confused. I'm very interested to watch just in general how all the fans respond to this. Because, you know, like as I was listening to Rob yesterday, I was like, dude, comic book fans are coming at this from a totally different perspective. But to be honest with you, Marvel's so big that like comic book fans actually make up a small percentage of their entire fan base. Like most of their fan base is swarmies. You know what I mean? Like most of their fan base is swarmies. And so I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting to see how they handle that and how people respond. RJ Brando says, I have faith in Marvel. They know the weight behind this movie. Name another Marvel title reveal that brought a tear to fans' eye just reading it. Yeah, that's true, man. That's very true. And again, I think a lot of that falls to Coogler. I think a lot of that falls to Ryan Coogler. And it's really about how does he see continuing that legacy, sort of like what would Chad want, right? And I'm sure they met with the family. They talked about it. I'm sure they did a lot of things because I guess this is really what it comes down to. On the one hand, if they just recast T'Challa, they could totally do that and make the argument, again, that this is something Chad would have wanted, that this means a lot to a lot of different people. But I also can't argue with the fact that having him pass in the movie and then having an entire universe remember him and like that to be a big deal in this huge legacy franchise for years and years and years, that is a lot of oomph, that is a lot of respect and a lot of exposure and a lot of like that's a big monument, right? Like that's a pretty big sort of monument to Chad. So I don't know, man. I'm personally torn. It's almost like, which one are we trying to honor more? The legacy of T'Challa and a great fictional character that I agree is fucking important, man, and should be around. Or are we talking about the legacy of a man, of a human, of an actual being that walked this planet and walked it with way more grace than I'll ever be able to? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's, I think, really the question. Andrew Ford says, went back and watched the Fantastic Four movies on Disney Plus last night, and they are so bad. Yeah, they're bad. They're campy. There's a number of different things going on with those movies that I think are pretty ridiculous. But, yeah. Dude, they ignored his family wishes. His brother said he would want him to be recast, and they ignored it. I don't know enough about that to comment, to be honest with you, brother. I don't know enough about that to comment. I mean, I'm sure you believe that to be true. I don't know that it is. You know what I mean? I don't know that it is. I think if it were true, it would be out there. Let's see. Let's see. Let us see. Let's see here. Oh, all I have here is them speaking about his loss to Anthony Hopkins for the Oscar. Which, like, what the fuck was that about? Yeah, I don't really see anything definitive about that, brother. That would be massive news. You know what I mean? That would be massive news. In my opinion, we're discussing the T'Challa character by not recasting. We're disrespecting the T'Challa character by not recasting. Black Panther is central to so many storylines, especially with FF coming. I agree. And I think that it is... I think that's really the discussion, right? Is like, what is the response? Because I'm sure like Feige's thing is... There's multiple things happening here, right? There are... Whoa! First look at... Hawkeye show, cool. And we got a date? Yo! Okay, let's go over this. Because it's wild. Let me finish my point about Chad, and we'll talk about the Hawkeye thing, okay? Okay. Here, again... Oh, and Leo's Fire, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger. Now, thank you. So, here we go. Let me just kind of try to wrap this point up. It's like this, man. What do you want to do? I'm sure Feige's thinking about the fact that T'Challa was going to play a huge role in things moving forward. Of course he was. Chad is awesome. That movie was epic. It made $1 bajillion. He played a massive role in Infinity War and Endgame. He's the first one to walk through the port. You know what I mean? Besides Sam or whatever. He's like, anyway, he was going to be a huge part of what was coming. So on the one hand, it just plainly sucks that your plan has to be adjusted now. There's also the legacy of the character. A lot of stuff that I'm sure these were discussions they had where they're like, this character's important. We could do this, that, second, and the third with that character. But then also it's the legacy of Chad, man. It's the legacy of this human being. And I understand everybody being conflicted on this. I can't tell you yet if I think it's disrespectful or not. So far, so... Fence. Give me that fence. Where's my fence? Where's my beautiful, lovely fence? Because I'm going to sit right the fuck on it. Until I know more about how they're actually going to approach this, I can't really go all in on one way or the other. Okay? So I understand where everybody's at. And, hey, all opinions are welcome here. unless I hate your face. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about this. Just happened. Hawkeye never misses. So don't miss Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld with this EW exclusive first look of Marvel Studios' Hawkeye, the original series. Starts streaming Wednesday, November 24th. That's late into November. Holy shit. Dude, this will run into Mando, unless Mando is really going to go Christmas. That's pretty wild. So that's cool, and this is a cool first look. But can we find the actual article? It's probably on the Studio Spoiler subreddit. Somebody probably already posted it. And everybody's already going nuts. So it's official still, but maybe the article's not out yet, huh? Well, let's look this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's looky. Okay. So, what are all the Easter eggs? Tell me now, immediately, everybody, right away. I think it's crazy that you see Hawkeye, some arrows, archery practice, Christmas time. Which, by the way, is likely going to be the connection that it shares with Spider-Man. I know some of you guys are like, bro, there's no Spider-Man connection in Hawkeye. Shut your mouth, Mephisto. No, you shut your mouth, Nerdventure. Keep it shut for a little bit, but make sure to breathe through your nose. It's going to have a connection to Spider-Man. And it's going to probably be the fact that it's all Christmassy time. And I think Kate Bishop's going to stab Peter Parker in the eye, actually. And the biggest spoiler for Far From Home is that he's going to have an eye patch on the whole movie. It's going to be like a little mini Nick Fury, Peter. So that's freaking crazy, dude. Again, I know that like it had been announced that Hawkeye was going to be, coming out this year. I didn't believe it, but damn, show is. Murphy on 10 unannounced projects: Ghost Rider, Secret Wars, Illuminati, Young Avengers, Nova, Mutants, all likely. Okay, and I saw this pop up on his page as well. He was talking about how these are all the like Ghost Rider, Secret Warriors, Illuminati, which I heard was going to be multiversal. Okay, let's talk about this. X-Men or the Mutants project. Nova. They're talking about this. This has been a thing. Secret Warriors. Maybe you get Quake back, Ghost Rider. People are saying Ghost Rider or bust. Illuminati. I heard this might be connected to the multiverse, and you might have a multiversal group of Avengers. And I know Rob and I differ on our opinions on whether or not it should be the 85 Secret Wars or the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars, but it's got to be the Jonathan Hickman. Just do it. Nomad. Interesting. This people think is going to be John Walker. Young Avengers appears to be a thing. Something they're def going to do. I said do. That's right. And then there's a couple of untitled stuff over here. So, pretty interesting. Pretty freaking interesting, if you ask me. So Hawkeye later this year. We got 2 weeks, guys, until What If. So next week we'll do a watch party for James Gunn's Suicide Squad, and we'll probably lose both channels. So then we'll probably just do all of our content on Discord, and I'll have to get a job at Walmart and eat ramen noodles. So I look forward to all of that. And then the week after it, oh my God, 23 hours ago, there was a trailer for What If, or a little teaser for What If again. August 11th. August 11th is when this John starts. So that's... Okay, so it's like about 3 weeks from now. Okay, so that's fun. We got time. We got time. And, yeah. All right. What else is going on, guys? What else is on your mind? Our G2088 says, does this mean Miss Marvel will come out in like September or October, or will it be pushed back to next year? Miss Marvel is probably October, I think. Yeah. That's like 2 weeks? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's probably gonna be September or October. Yeah, so it'll have basically October of this year. So isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You'll have What If running for a couple of weeks. By the way, what the fuck happened to the music? You'll have What If. Then we're gonna have Visions. So we're gonna have What If. We're gonna have Star Wars Visions. Then you're gonna have, let's see here, Visions, What If. Then you're gonna probably have Miss Marvel. And then in the middle of all that, you're gonna have Shang-Chi as well, right? Then you're gonna start up Hawkeye. Then we've got Spider-Man No Way Home. Into Book of Boba. Jeez. It's going to be pretty wild, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be pretty wild. So, yeah, that's what I think. I don't think it's going to get pushed back to next year. Yeah. Prove to me tonight you're actually good at Halo. I will, Gavin. I will. I actually randomly got Renee. I'll touch that in a second. I went in because, by the way, I'm having some friends come into town this weekend, and we're going to just play Magic the Gathering all weekend. We're going to play Commander all weekend. Like Friday night, I will probably be up until like 4 or 5 in the morning just playing Commander with the homies. And I'll still do a Nerdvenger stream on Saturday with y'all. But I'm going to be like, what's up, guys? You know? So I was randomly at Walmart getting like snacks and blankets and pillows for everybody because we haven't had people at our place yet. And I randomly saw an Xbox Series S. And I got an Xbox Series S. And so it's actually downloading the Master Chief Collection. I'm going to practice a little bit in the afternoon today. And then tonight at 7, I'll open up the stream. I'll begin by talking about Halo Infinite. There was a big stream last night that they did talking about the flights. The flights will launch at midnight. I'm going to cover some of the stuff like with the flights over the weekend. I'll watch a few videos. You know what I mean? I'll see what's going on. We'll talk about more Halo next week. How's the Xbox S? I literally just set it up, and it's not. I haven't done much with it, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I'm gonna try some Halo after this stream to warm up, and then yeah. It's going to be really fun, man. I would love to really be able to do like some really good Halo streaming and to be like pretty competitive at Halo, because I think Halo Infinite is going to be one of the biggest games of the last couple of years. There's like this weird thing happening where the exact opposite of last year, where everybody was crapping on it and it looked bad, man. And it was like, ooh, like, that's rough. And remember Greg the Brute and all that shit, you know what I mean? And now, a year later, and just because I think, you know, like Cyberpunk was a sort of a big disappointment. I love Cyberpunk actually, but it was a big disappointment in gaming. I think a lot of games over the course of the pandy turned people off. I think people like Doc and a lot of other streamers are exhausted with Warzone. And it is not doing enough to like really keep its player base engaged. It just is the only game in town right now, really. And so I think Halo's going to step in at like sort of this perfect moment in time. It's free to play, it's cross play, and it's like just it just feels like the right time. So, yeah. I'm excited. Dude, I would totally... and you know what's funny, actually, Gavin? I thought about that, because what if, like, we could actually enter some tournaments? Nowadays, with entering tournaments, it's a lot easier online and stuff. And, hey, if we had a Halo team together, we actually got some wins, got some dubs, bro, let's go. Hey, Blackout is back. Just saying. Yeah, and I like Duty and I like Call of Duty and all that, but it's just not the same. Like, I'm a Halo guy, you know what I mean? Josh, did you see those what if leaks of Doctor Strange Supreme? Like, what's up with all of that? I don't know. Can you send me a message on Discord, Stormy? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but that Doctor Strange is going to be in Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness from what we've heard. Yeah, Dirty Nap's already got a spot. And we can do you know what would be really fun too, since it's crossplay? We could do a Nerd Vengers tournament and like give away a bunch of nerd coin to the winning team. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of fun stuff planned and a lot of stuff that I want to do with this channel and with the brand in general. You know, it's been a weird week, obviously, and with, the evening streams and stuff ending and me and the team sort of going our separate ways. It's just been a weird week. And so, like, we're kind of taking a slower week off. I mean, I thought, frankly, we still did a lot of cool content this week, but I haven't really fully been there. And I need to rest. I need to think. I need to make our next moves. But, oh, baby. I'm going to come back with such veracity and focus on making dope content. It's going to be a good time. I promise you. Yeah, big old gaming tourney would be sick. Tell us about your ultimate fantasy victory this weekend in Magic with the guys. Okay, so I was actually, it's so funny. I was playing with Elisa last night, right? And we were just practicing Commander because, like, she's really new to the game and stuff, and we were having a great time. And I actually pulled off an infinite combo on her on like turn 4 or 5, and I could have actually done it faster and better if I wasn't so dumb. But I had an infinite combo win, which is always really fun. And I guess I want a couple of my new decks to really pop off, right? Like, I just built this version of, it's like an equipment and enchantment deck, and I took one of my best enchantment decks that is stacked with enchantments, and I sort of combined that deck with a new precon that basically casts enchantment and artifact off the top of your deck. So, like, basically, if you do it right, like, in a game, you can just be like, boom, 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 and play off a bunch of cards and all that. So, yeah, infinite combos are dope. When your deck pops off, it's dope. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get, some big wins like that. But my favorite deck, actually, and it's super hard to actually pull this off, but my favorite deck is actually a Boros equipment deck. Yeah. Because I just love the idea of, like, a Tron build. And basically, like, I just get a bunch of crazy equipment on some creatures and just go bananas with it. So those are some of the things I'm looking forward to, for sure. So, yeah, D&D as well, for sure, man, for sure. In fact, if the dudes are chill, play some Fortnite, wear that Loki skin. Hey, I'm down, dude. I'm down to clown and play some gaming streams. I mean, I think that the thing is, we sort of have, like, most of the people that chill on stream with me, they just like hearing me talk about nerdy stuff, and that's totally cool. And it's a little different with gaming, but I think we're going to be able to figure it out. And just have some fun. What about Apex? I'm going to try Apex out a little bit today on the Series S. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But, yeah. I love Apex, dude. Love Apex. I play Warzone, but really tempted to uninstall it for Halo or another multiplayer game, says Leo's Fire. Well, if you got enough space, you don't have to uninstall them. I mean, I know it's a big game, so it takes up a lot of your room on your computer or your Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. But there's a ton of fun games. We were playing Knockout City. Get me in on Apex. Yeah. We were playing this game called Knockout City, which I still absolutely love. I haven't played it in a while, but I might even play a little bit of that today. Knockout City is sick. Do I play Fortnite Customs? No, I suck at Fortnite, but I like Fortnite. I just suck at it. bruh, Halo Master Chief is $420. Ooh. Maybe I gotta jump in. I don't know what that means. What are you talking about, Scotty? Hype for the Bad Batch? Yeah. Yeah, Gavin says, Dr. Disrespect's starting to get better at Halo. I know. Thank God. That first day he played, I was just thinking in my head, like, did he not practice at all? $20, not $420. Oh, okay. Yeah, Master Chief Collection. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Stormy. Spellbreak's cool, Josh. Spellbreak's cool. I've played it. I haven't played it recently, but I liked it. It was really fun, actually. If you've got the Game Pass or the Ultimate Game Pass, the Master Chief Collection is frizzy, or it comes included in your subscription. Dude, I would love to play Chivalry too, but I've heard it's just not worth it yet. I've heard that like that you can't even like. I was watching Angry Joe's video on it, and he was like, "It's not worth $40." You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh yeah, Series X is still like impossible to find. I got a Series S, which is like the all internet version of it or whatever, but it still goes at 120 frames, and it looks really cool on the OLED. So I'm kind of excited. Like the thing about that is, like tonight when I play with you guys, I'm gonna play on my gaming monitor, and like we're going like some pro shit, right? But if you're playing on like a big, even a big 4K TV on a console, it's like that's not competitive at all. You can't, like, it's going to be slow. You're going to be putting yourself at a disadvantage. But with a 4K OLED TV that has a crazy refresh rate, with that Series S, I can play Halo just on the couch, just chilling, and it's visually and sort of control-wise, it's going to stand up to, like, what I get on this monitor. You know what I mean? So, it's pretty sick. Brian says, I'm such a boomer. I cannot stand watching someone play video games online. Well, you'd probably like me doing it because I freak out every time something goes wrong or I scream at the TV and all of that. So, can Broke Vengers get into these Halo games? Yeah. I put up my, it's probably stupid to do, but I put my gamer tag out there publicly, and a bunch of people usually friend request me every stream, and then if peeps want to hop on, for sure. You'll get screen burn on an OLED TV with video games. I'll have to look into that. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the Emojo asks about the OLED Switch. Is anybody getting that? Nice, Patrick. That's dope, bro. Thank you. Thank you. How sweet. Josh just made tendies. Oh, nice, bro. I'm glad you made some tendies. Is your controller going to work this time? Lord, I hope so. Yeah, Series S is $350. I bought mine for $300, actually. Oh, yeah, Mike? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about all that. Honestly, with I don't really talk about like stocks and crypto like that a lot, but I actually made, because things have been kind of sideways for a while, right? But I actually made some tendies and some good little swing trades during this time period, for sure. Decentraland was one of them, because Decentraland dipped crazy. Polygon's still holding strong. Engine, I made a good swing trade on Engine. I sold out. I shouldn't talk about. I'm going to stop talking about this. But I actually have been doing well in the sideways market, and I don't even use options. You know what I mean? So, enlisted. Okay, cool. Cool. Going to see the Marvel exhibit at the Museum of Science and Industry tomorrow? That sounds awesome. Vision's watch party? 100%. 100%. 100%, dude. About to make some chicken tendies? That's awesome. I got to go get some food. I'm starving. Ray, we will definitely do a Visions watch party. 100%. I have not watched the Demon Slayer movie yet, but maybe this weekend. Maybe that'll be a Sunday thing. Something like that. Yeah. So, just so everybody knows, 7 p.m. tonight, if you're interested in hearing me talk about Halo, come on by 7 tonight. I'll talk about Halo. Probably talk about it for like a half hour, and then I'll get into the gaming. You know what I mean? And then Hawkeye trailer. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Let's see. No way. No way. Ah! Oh, that's 7 months ago. 1 month ago. I think y'all be lying. Let's see. Going to the videos. The secrets behind missed minutes 22 hours ago. No. I don't see no Hawkeye trailer, bro. What you talking about, man? Let me check on Twitter. All I see is that shot. We do a bit of trolling. Y'all motherfuckers trolling me? Damn! I don't see no trailer. Y'all lied to me. Y'all lied to me. Thanks, Brian. We didn't do a trailer breakdown for the Shang-Chi thing. I honestly didn't think there was much to really talk about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. When am I expecting Hawkeye to release? Well, it says 24th, November 24th. In fact, I'm going to retweet the homie here. Oh, my bad, Dirty Nap. Let me look back, see if I can find that. Big team battle with Nerd Vengers tonight, maybe? Dude, that would be sick, actually. Yeah, I'm down. So the way I want to do it is I want to try to do the Halo Challenge. If you don't know what the Halo Challenge, guys, is, I invented it. Pretty sure. 100%. And it's basically that we will get a win in each of the Halos. Each of the Halos. So I'll play Halo 1, get a dub. Play Halo 2, get a dub. Play Halo 3, get a dub. Play Halo 4, get a dub. Play Halo Reach, get a dub. And not Halo 5 though, because it's not on the Master Chief Collection. So if you lose one of those games, you gotta start over. You gotta go all the way back to Halo 1. So you gotta win every single time with every single game. So yeah, 7 Eastern Standard Time. Tonight. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Gotta see me play SWAT. To be honest with you, like, I can definitely crush it with SWAT, but it's not my preferred way of playing. Like, to me, that's too much like Call of Duty, right? And I'm okay with games like that. They're fun, like CSGO and stuff like that. But to me, the reason Halo was dope was because the thing that always attracted me to it was if I start getting shot by someone, even someone that's really good, and they get me on the headshot, I have time to assess the situation and turn it around on them. There's nothing better than in Halo when somebody starts a combat on you and you're literally so good you can turn around and either ninja them or kill them. That's Halo to me. You know what I mean? Being a Spartan that can get out of any situation if you're skilled enough, that's Halo to me. Getting one shot from across the freaking map with a pistol, that's not Halo, in my opinion. But To each their own. Everyone, tell Josh to get his Switch back. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. My buddy's bringing it up this weekend. Do we know anything about Miss Marvel? I mean, the only thing we know is the report from the hashtag show, where they were talking about how basically they're going to change her origin. It's not going to be X-Men anymore, or Inhumans anymore. That she's going to be connected to friggin', what's it called? Magic. How's that going to play? You know what I mean? Like, how's that going to play? I don't know. Very, very interesting. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for all the support and patience this week. I know things have been weird. I know. I'm with it. We shall get past this weirdness, and we'll be doing a ton of fun, awesome content coming up in the next couple of weeks here and throughout the rest of the year. So I do want to just say thank you again to everybody. We're going to get on out of here. I'll see you guys tonight at 7. Again, we'll go over all the Halo things, crazy stuff to talk about. I'll give my opinion on it all. Then we'll try to do the Halo challenge. Maybe we'll play a little big team, and then we'll get on out of here. So come on by for that. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Did everybody go? Is everybody gone? Hello? You know, the only thing I want to say is that I can't believe that the Suicide Squad is actually going to probably be an amazing freaking movie. I might have to talk about it, and it freaking lost my channel, and I'm so conflicted, and I'm like, what the fuck, James Gunn? God damn. Shit's ridiculous. Oh well, it'll probably be funny to watch me freak out. Anyway, much love. See you soon. Bye.